Okay, so this is where it all starts, right in the Enquiries tab. So go here to Enquiries and you'll see this page. Now you can view this in three ways. Cards, like this, list view, like this, it tells you the created date here, the type of event and various others, and pipeline view. I personally prefer pipeline view, but it might take just a little bit of getting used to. When you create an event, you have a choice of which pipeline to put it into. I always start with new, then it goes into responded if I call up the client, then it goes into quoted if I've quoted the client, and won if I've won the deal. Just a nice way of tracking sales and if something's successful or if I've lost the gig. Now, the inquiries area has two ways of getting your inquiries. One is through a form, which is embedded on your website, or a link which is sent to your client, or you add it manually, either with your mobile phone or with clicking the button here. I just zoomed in, sorry, there we go. So I'm going to go back to here, click on add inquiry, and this is where you type in your client's name. Sarah, let's call it Sarah Sugden. And Sarah Sugden at sarahsugden.com. Enter in the telephone number. Again, choose your country, and then 7711. Made up. Event date. Choosing the date. So let's do the 28th of this month. Event type. Choose your type. Wedding, corporate, private, other. So let's do private party. Company. If you've got a company, type in the company. Venue name, type in the venue name. Mere Court. Okay. And start time. You don't know this yet. Let's just say you're creating. You're on the phone with your client right now, and you're taking down the details. So say, okay. So Mere Court and start time is 1:30 a.m. Never would be. Quoted amount. I'm going to quote you £70. Okay. So first of all, if I was on the phone with a client, I might quickly put very short details into here. But probably I would first go straight into creating a client. So I'd take her details and then an event, or the other way round. So I say, oh, where's your event? It's here. Okay, so I go to the events tab and I put the details in, and then I say, okay, let's take your personal details. Now I go into the client area and add in her personal details. But normally, event inquiries come in either through your website or email, that kind of thing. So I would add it into this system here. Now, I've quoted, let's say, 700. And the venue address. So this is quite cool. Forget the fact that we've entered in Mere here. If we start typing Mere Court, it's going to come up and automatically put the venue name in. Don't change this name now. Because it found it here, it will automatically bring in the Google Maps and the images for that. If you manually override it, you can start typing in other places as well and use your own. Now a message. So let's say chatted on phone for 3 hours, blah, blah, blah. Any details you want. Now company if you wish, and click create inquiry. And now that inquiry is in your page. Now if it doesn't appear immediately, just refresh. We are going to have this appearing immediately, but just go here and click on reload page, and now you'll see it appearing here in the new section. Now once it's in the new section, this is where the inquiries come in, and you need to respond to her. So you click on her, you can find her details here, her telephone number. You could just give her a call, or you can do something very cool, in my opinion, is you've got her email, you've got her phone number. You've chatted on the phone, and you've now confirmed the booking. She wants to go ahead, okay? So I say, well, I'm going to send you over a form shortly. If you could just fill it out, it would be much appreciated. Now, click Request Client Details. So first of all, you've put as much data as you know into this. Okay, you put the performer's quote, so you put £700. If you want to add more, you can add more. So travel, £5, and that's all you need. Now click on Request Client Details. This is super cool because when you request client details, It's now sent an email to her with this link. So I am going to personally type this in here and take us away from PerformerDesk just for a moment to show you what the client will receive. They will receive a booking form like this with your logo at the top at the PerformerDesk website. Okay, your name here, complete your booking details. It asks her for the information, so anything that's not filled in, she can fill in. Billing address, she can start typing in a billing address if she needs it for her invoices. Private party, recommended. All this data is already filled in, so she doesn't have to make any changes. If she does wish to change it, it does fully support the. Well, let me change it at this very moment because it's been embedded in. It will fully support the address search functions. Now, let's say she knows there's 100 people. Brilliant. And I chatted on phone for 3 hours. That's what she sees. So basically, any information that she's not provided, you can get from here. So essentially, if I had created this event myself and I was on the phone to her, I wouldn't send this to her. This is if someone has maybe filled out your website and you've got their email and their phone number and you've maybe had a quick chat and they said they'd like to go ahead. You can send them a button and they will fill out the address for you. They will fill out the number of people, the event start date, the times, all of that kind of information they will do for you, so it just saves you time. So you might want to use a system, or you might wish to manually enter it in yourself. But when they submit the details, that's now gone back to the system and updated it. It says, thank you very much, your details have been received. We'll be in touch shortly. There we go. So let's go back to PerformerDesk for the moment. Sign in. Okay, so back to inquiries. That's how you create your first inquiry. You can now drag it to quoted. If you have spoken to them and say they 100% want to go ahead, I would often literally drag it into one, which basically is confirmed. So if I wanted to, let me go to edit here. There's several places where you can do this. Here you can edit all the information for the actual event as well. Update inquiry. So there's so many areas and places where you can do the updates. But let's say she's confirmed. There is, she's in one. Okay. Now if I go here, you can see the status here is 1. Source is manual. It'll tell you whether they come from a website. It'll tell you the venue, the date, and the type of event. Now, here comes the magical part. If the event is created, which comes into here, you can now, the inquiry, you can now turn that into both an event, a client, and a booking, all with one click. Now, I'm not going to go into the form section yet. That's in a separate tutorial, but in the forms area, you can very quickly create a form that you put on your website. That form now takes the data and brings anyone who fills it in into the inquiries automatically, so that you can just follow up with their information, follow up with that lead, and hopefully convert it. Now, Sarah Sugden, we've got the data right here like this, okay? Let's say we have all the data for it that we need. We've got the address, we've got the information here. We're going to click on, we're missing just a couple of things in here. Performance date, save the pricing. Let me go back to inquiries a moment for a reason. Click on here. View event. Okay. Sarah Sugden. So, requested client. Here we go. The main button. So this is the most important. I couldn't even see it myself just then. Convert to event and create a contact. So this is super powerful. Why? Because it eliminates the steps of creating an event and a client and a booking. It does it all with one click. So click on convert an event and create a contact, and it now has saved her. It saved the event, everything, and then it brings up immediately your invoice contract screen, which you've customized yourself in the colors in your main settings. So now you can see the event. You can see that there. You can see that my bank account details are here. And the date of the event and my logo at the top. All looks very professional. There's my footer there, and here are my agreement terms. Okay, so this is where you can make amendments. So you've chosen already that you are sending out this with terms and conditions. Now, if you had chosen the option of, let me click on edit for a moment, and let me go down here, you've got a choice of contract agreements. And you can change this from standard contract to no contract, so it doesn't send out anything whatsoever. And the standard contract default will always be which default contract you have set up in admin. So you have set up a manual one you've uploaded yourself, your own contract, then that one is attached to everything. If you choose to do this one here, you've edited this yourself in the main settings, that's what will go out to the client. Okay, so the final areas of this are, is there anything else? Your deposits. So it defaults to 2 installments. You can change this from percentage to fixed, and then you can do a fixed amount of £80 deposit, and then the final amount balance due 30 days before. Or you can choose to do single payment. So all of this kind of combines into one. And I'm trying to do this in a way that's not confusing, because you've just created the event. From an event, you've created a client, the event, and the booking form itself. So I'm just going through the booking form section. This is attached to the client, and this is the event right here. And that's the date, the due date. So click on update booking, and now I've checked it over. It's ready to go. So all I've got to do is click send to client, and you are done. You can send it to the client's email or a different email. Let's send it to the client's email. Send. Okay. Done. That is how easy it is. Now, let's show you what it looks like to the end user when they go to that link. So here we go. I'm going to go to that link right now, and it shows them, your logo will be here. It shows them the review, step 1, sign or pay, and pay. So 3 steps for all of this. A private party, Sarah Sugden, that date, that's the time. Here's your contract, or it attaches a contract depending on which option you chose. And here you click continue. All right. So it says by signing below, both parties agree to the terms and conditions. Click on there, typing in your name. Blah, 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 like that. I have agreed to the terms and conditions. I'm just going to very quickly take a snapshot of this because I need to fix something that is that logo should be showing. So we'll have that fixed in a jiffy. Now click on sign and continue. Now it takes you to the payment page, or the client to the payment page. So it is so cool. This does everything for you. Card payments are temporarily unavailable, but this is where I would have chosen which payment methods I am offering to my client. So I'll pay by bank transfer. All your bank details are here. They click that and it's now confirmed. If they click confirm booking, I'll pay by cash. If you allow cash, then it will mark it as confirmed, even though you've not yet received the money. So I'll pay by bank transfer. Let's just click on that, and I'm just going to take a snapshot of that for a reason as well. So here we go. But I'll pay by bank transfer, and now done. Booking confirmed. And now it is marking as confirmed on your main system. They've now got an email with confirmation, a text message if you set up SMS, and it is just ready to go. So let's go back to PerformerDesk now. I've got a notification just saying the booking came in. Let me go back to sign in, go back to bookings now, and now I can see the booking. Sarah Sugden, she's signed it. £700 is due. Now that is set up as red because you need to confirm that it's been received in your bank account. So to do that, there's several views here in bookings. You can click on the eyeball and see the booking quickly. Jump to the client or the event and open the booking. And the other 2 options are the calendar. If you want to jump to the calendar, it takes you to the actual event itself with the map. And it shows there that the agreement has been signed, but not paid yet. So everything kind of ties in nicely. Let's go back to bookings and Sarah Sugden. Let's just go to open booking. Now mark as payment received. Do that. Confirm payment received. and you can mark as deposit paid if they're doing deposits. It just works beautifully. Done. Okay. Now I'm just going to take a picture of that again for a reason. We close that down, and if we now, it says here signed, if we go back and it says here the status is now paid. So we've created in just a few moments from an inquiry an event, a client and a booking. They have the booking forms, you get your payment, and the event is now in your diary. Where do you view your diary again? You simply go to events and you go to calendar view, and there it is. Private party Sarah Sugden is now green, which means it is confirmed. And if you set this up with your Google Calendar, it will also be green over there, so everything kind of ties together. You can instantly see events that are pending payment or provisional, meetings, and also confirmed bookings. If you have any questions, get in touch, but more videos to come in the help and guide section. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.